You spend a third of your life at work. It's where you build, innovate, and contribute. But what happens when that environment, instead of fostering growth, begins to drain your spirit, erode your confidence, and steal your joy? What if the very place you dedicate your intellect and energy becomes a source of profound stress, anxiety, and even despair? We're talking about toxic work environments, places where the air is thick with negativity, where subtle manipulations and overt aggressions become the norm. They're often insidious, slowly tightening their grip until you feel trapped by invisible chains. But these chains can be broken, and today we'll show you how to identify them, protect yourself, and plan your escape.
First, let's be clear. A toxic work environment is more than just a bad day, a demanding boss, or a stressful project. Those are normal parts of any career. Toxicity is a persistent, pervasive pattern of behaviors, attitudes, and cultural norms that negatively impact employee well-being, productivity, and overall organizational health. It's a systemic issue, not an isolated incident. The psychological toll is immense. Chronic stress, anxiety, depression, burnout, imposter syndrome, reduced self-esteem, and even physical health issues like insomnia and digestive problems. It can seep into every aspect of your life, affecting your relationships, your hobbies, and your sense of self-worth. Recognizing this pattern is the first step towards liberation.
One of the earliest and most pervasive red flags is a breakdown in communication and a profound lack of transparency. This isn't just about poor communication, it's about deliberate obfuscation. You'll see information hoarding, where critical details are withheld, creating an us versus them mentality. Gossip and backstabbing become the primary modes of communication, fostering distrust and paranoia. Expectations are unclear and goalposts constantly shift, leaving you feeling perpetually behind and confused. Decisions are made in opaque ways with no clear rationale, leading to a sense of powerlessness and frustration. If you constantly feel like you're in the dark or that you're being set up to fail due to lack of information, pay attention.
This red flag is often the most damaging: pervasive disrespect, bullying, and a complete lack of empathy. This can manifest as public humiliation, belittling comments disguised as jokes, constant criticism without constructive feedback, or even outright verbal abuse. You might witness or experience gaslighting, where your reality is questioned and distorted. There's a profound absence of psychological safety, meaning you fear speaking up, making mistakes, or being yourself. Leaders and colleagues show little to no empathy for personal struggles. Work-life balance is non-existent, and support systems are actively undermined. If you constantly feel devalued, intimidated, or emotionally unsafe, this is a critical warning sign.
The tech industry is known for its demanding pace, but a toxic environment takes it to an extreme. Unrealistic demands and chronic overwork. You're expected to be always on, responding to emails at all hours, working weekends, and taking on impossible workloads. The concept of work-life balance is ridiculed or simply ignored. There's a pervasive burnout culture where exhaustion is glorified as dedication, and taking time off is seen as a weakness. You might be constantly understaffed, leading to perpetual crunch mode. This isn't just about being busy. It's about a systemic expectation of unsustainable effort, leading to physical and mental collapse. If you're constantly feeling overwhelmed, exhausted, and like your personal life is being devoured by your job, this is a major red flag.
Once you've identified the red flags, the next step is to prepare for your exit. This isn't about immediate resignation, it's about strategic planning. First, document everything. Keep a detailed, private record of incidents, dates, times, what was said or done, who was involved, and how it impacted you. This isn't for revenge, it's for your own clarity. for potential future reference and to validate your feelings. Store it securely off company devices. Second, build your financial runway. Start saving aggressively. Aim for at least 3 to 6 months of living expenses. This financial buffer gives you options, reduces the pressure to stay, and empowers you to make decisions from a place of strength, not desperation. The more financially secure you are, the more leverage you have.
While you're still in the toxic environment, use your time strategically to skill up and network. This is about future-proofing yourself. Identify the skills that are most in demand in your desired roles and industries and actively work on acquiring them. This could involve online courses, personal projects, certifications, or even contributing to open source. The goal is to make yourself highly marketable. Simultaneously, nurture your professional network. Reconnect with former colleagues, mentors, and industry contacts. Attend virtual meetups or conferences. Update your LinkedIn profile. The vast majority of jobs are found through networking, and a strong network can open doors you didn't even know existed. Remember, you're not just looking for a job, you're looking for a healthier environment. When you begin your job search, remember that you are also interviewing them. This is your chance to detect new red flags. During interviews, ask pointed questions about company culture, work-life balance, and how conflict is handled. For example, how does your team handle disagreements? What's the typical workday like for this role? How do you support employee well-being during busy periods? Pay attention not just to the answers, but to the way they answer. Are they vague? Do they deflect? Do they seem uncomfortable? Second, conduct your own reference checks. If possible, reach out to former employees of the company or team you're considering. LinkedIn can be a powerful tool for this. Ask them about their experience, the culture, and why they left. Finally, and perhaps most importantly, trust your gut feeling. If something feels off, if you get a bad vibe, or if the promises seem too good to be true, listen to that intuition. Your mental health is too valuable to ignore those subtle warnings.
When the time comes to leave, do so with grace and professionalism. Give proper notice, complete your tasks, and offer to assist with the transition. This protects your professional reputation and ensures you leave on your own terms, not theirs. Once you've made the leap, prioritize healing. A toxic environment leaves scars, and it's crucial to acknowledge and address them. Seek therapy if needed. Reconnect with hobbies, spend time with supportive people, and rebuild your sense of self-worth. Remember, leaving a toxic workplace isn't a failure. It's an act of self-preservation, a courageous step towards a healthier, happier, and more fulfilling career. You deserve an environment where you can thrive, not just survive.
Navigating a toxic work environment is one of the hardest challenges you'll face in your career. But you are not alone, and you are not powerless. By recognizing the red flags, meticulously planning your exit, and prioritizing your well-being, you can break free and find a workplace where you are respected, valued, and empowered. Your mental health is non-negotiable. Reclaim your peace, reclaim your passion, and build the career you truly deserve.
If this video resonated with you, please like, share, and subscribe for more insights on mental well-being and thriving in the tech world. Share your experiences or advice in the comments below. Your story could help someone else break free.